climbing mountains with lantern in hand,
through the forest in Morbitas,
to learn wisdom and understand a precious legacy. Don't let it crash. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Universitas Kuala University. With my team, my name is FKIP.
My name is Najwa.
My name is Solina Mustaki.
and my name is Muhammad Iqbal Pasha.
We will bring microteaching topic about integrating mobile learn and augmented reality. Rumah Aceh as local wisdom architecture for earthquake resilience. Hikayat Rumah Kami Getanyo. In the modern era, local culture is becoming more marginalized, including Rumah Aceh, which has reached disaster mitigation fellows. Unfortunately, understanding of this architecture is beginning to fade. Meanwhile, disaster mitigation lessons at the school are still theoretical and not very interactive. Even top direct exploration and stringent than students' understanding. Therefore, an innovative approach is needed to combine culture and science, so there is local heritage remains available. Jadi, sebagai solusinya, inovasi teknologi dalam pembelajaran sangat diperlukan agar siswa dapat mempelajari kearifan lokal pada Rumah Aceh. Salah satunya adalah penggunaan media mobile learn dan AR dalam pembelajaran.
Mobile learn is a web application pembelajaran yang digunakan untuk memenuhi kebutuhan belajar siswa yang berbeda-beda. Selain itu, penggunaan AR dalam pembelajaran sangat membantu siswa dalam memvisualisasikan materi pembelajaran. Dalam menggunakan model pembelajaran discovery dengan sintaks yang adalah 6 dan pendekatan PAK, maka pembelajaran siswa dapat meliputi satu adalah tahap stimulasi, di mana guru memberikan pertanyaan tematik kepada siswa berdasarkan video yang sudah diamati di awal pembelajaran. Pada tahap yang kedua ada identifikasi masalah, di mana guru pada awalnya meminta siswa untuk mengakses web mobile untuk menguji tes gaya belajarnya. Kemudian guru meminta siswa untuk menentukan kelompok dengan mengkombinasikan ketiga gaya belajar yang berbeda-beda dalam satu kelompok, dan selanjutnya guru memberikan pertanyaan kepada siswa.
Pada tahap ketiga ada data collecting. Di sini guru meminta siswa untuk berdiskusi dalam kelompoknya masing-masing sambil mengakses fitur materi yang ada di aplikasi web mobile. Selanjutnya, guru membagikan worksheet dan flashcard AR. Nah, di sini nantinya siswa dapat melihat bentuk 3D dari Rumah Aceh tersebut. Yang keempat ada data processing. Nah, di sini guru membimbing siswanya untuk mengumpulkan data yang mereka dapatkan dari aplikasi web mobile dan juga flashcard AR yang sudah dibagikan sebelumnya. Yang kelima ada verification. Nah, di sini nantinya siswa diminta untuk mengikuti tantangan worksheet yang ada di aplikasi Kuala. Nah, nantinya siswa diminta untuk mencari kunci, dan setelah menemukan kunci tersebut, siswa diminta untuk menjelaskan kunci yang mereka dapatkan di worksheet Kuala tersebut. Yang keenam ada generalisasi. Nah, di sini siswa diminta untuk memberikan kesimpulan terhadap materi yang telah mereka dapatkan hari ini. Setelah pembelajaran telah dilakukan, mereka akan melakukan kuis yang ada di fitur mobile. Nah, selanjutnya mereka dapat melihat hasil kuis tersebut di fitur milestone yang ada di aplikasi web mobile juga.
To conclude everything that we've said so far, so what we're trying to do is to integrate local wisdom with technology. Preserving local culture is not our only aim, but instead we also want to make sure our learning process to be more interactive and interesting. As we know, today everything uses technology. Alright? So we also want to include technology in our learning process. because it is only makes sense for us to adapt to our situation today. And what's more is that we want to make sure that students know the concept of why Rumah Aceh managed to withstand earthquake, but also they can visualize the design of Rumah Aceh and why such a thing happened. And lastly, what we want to do is to raise awareness within students about disaster mitigation, and also to implant the feeling of proud and then the feeling of appreciation towards Chinese culture. That's all for our team. I'll end it here. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students. How are you today? You feel good? Alright, I like it when you guys feel good. Alright, it makes me happy, alright? Now, students, we're going to have a lot to learn today. So before we start, I want to make sure that every single one of you are in the class and is present. So, is there any of us that is not in class today? No, I believe everyone is in class, right? Alright, so I also like it when everyone is in class. It makes me feel more enjoyable when I teach all of you, right? So students, now that we've done our attendance list, what I want to do next is to show you this video on the wall. I want all of you to focus on the video because it's very interesting, it's very informative, and I think all of you should watch it, alright? Please start the video. Just wait a minute here. Alright, so what you're seeing right now is an earthquake. As you can see, the ground starts to shake, and then it starts to affect the buildings on top of it. And this building collapsed because it was not meant to endure such a disaster. And now we will see. Just a minute now. Rumah Aceh. Rumah Aceh managed to withstand the earthquake. But why? Look, it doesn't. It just moves around here and there. It moves accordingly to the shake. Now, my question is, now that we've watched that video, why did Rumah Aceh did not collapse? I mean, the shape was strong, and then even the modern building collapsed. Why is Rumah Aceh, which of course gold, did not? Any answer? Maybe Najwa?
Yes, sir, because Maret is very old.
Alright, that's perfect answer. Everyone, please give applause to Najwa. Alright, so that was true. Well, partially. To know more about the answer, we need to get into the learning process even more. Okay? So, to answer that question, I want to ask, do all of you bring your phones today? Yes, you do, right? Okay, perfect. So, now that you bring your phones, I want you to access the mobile website. You access it first, and then in that website, there should be a bunch of questions that will determine what learning styles that suits you best. Once you've got the result, I want all of you to sit in groups according to your learning styles. Make sure that in every group, there should be every single learning style exists. So in one group, there should be a student who is an auditory learning style, who is a visual learning style, as well as kinesthetic. Alright? Is it understandable so far? Can you understand what I'm saying? Yes, very good. If you can understand it, then we can continue, alright? Okay, about the mobile learn. What I want you to do, now that you sit in groups, right? You sit in groups, what I want you to do is to find as many information about our topic, okay? As many information as you got, and discuss it with your friends. I have one question that you need to discuss with all of your friends. How Rumah Aceh design makes it possible for it to withstand earthquake? Okay? All the answer you can get from the Mobile Learn website. Okay? So you need to read it, and then you need to discuss it. And for the Mobile Learn, I'm going to tell you a bit on how to use it. First one, you open up the Mobile Learn, assuming that we've done the learning style quiz. You check on the this one rumah Aceh, and then masuk materi. Okay, you click this button, and then all you need to know is here. You just need to read it. You just need to discuss it with your friends. So far, is it understandable? Okay, so while you're discussing it with your friends, I'm going to give you this, a worksheet that you need to fill. Okay. First, I'm going to explain it a bit so that you know what you're doing. First one, I want all of you to make sure that you have a group name. It could be anything you want, okay, as long as it's appropriate, of course. And then group members, make sure you list all of the members of your group, right? The name of your friends. And then we have several tables over here that you need to fill, okay? Again, all of the answer you can find on the Pengenalan website. So make sure you discuss with your friend seriously, okay? I want all of you to be serious. I want all of you to be excited with this task. So far, is it understandable? Good. Since you understand, I'm just going to give this to all of you. Now, while you're searching for answer, I have another thing that I want to show you. This is a gift card for all of you. Right, so what this going to do? There's a barcode down here, right? Can you see it? Right, so this barcode, if you scan it with your phone, you'll open up augmented reality or AR, right? What this AR going to do, it's almost quite the same with the Pengenalan, but this time you'll be able to interact with the AR on the information that you need to know. I'm going to show it to you. So you click on this one. You click on this one. And then, just wait a minute here. Right. So it's loading right now. You click pay. Right. As you can see, it simulates the entire thing. Earthquake and then how it affects building. We have two modern houses over here and we have Rumah Pribadi over here. Okay? So when earthquake happens, you can see that the modern buildings are collapsing. Well, Rumah Pribadi did not. Now, we have several information that you can access by yourself. For example, likelihood. What is likelihood? Wood is likely, blah blah blah. You can access it yourself. Important thing is, when you access this AR, you can interact with it. You can find as many information as you like. Okay? So, for the table, we're going to discuss about this again a bit. For the table, you can find the answer from one, mobile learn. Second one, AR. Okay? And I want all of you to leave the last table alone. Did not fill this yet. Okay? So just focus on the first two ones. Understandable?
Yes.
Alright, perfect. Now, I'll give you around 10 minutes to finish the assignment. I think 10 minutes is enough. Okay, students? Your 10 minutes starts now. Alright, student, time's up. 10 minutes has passed, and I believe you already filled all of the tables, at least the two first tables that I wanted you to fill. Alright, that's great. Now, students, I want you to keep the worksheet to yourself first, okay? Don't give it to me yet. So, what I want to do now is we're going to play the game. Have you ever heard of word search before? You have? Alright, that's perfect. If you have heard about word search, but it's a game where you try to find a word in such a random letter. For example, this one. Alright, let's start. This is such a random letter, right? I mean, you can't even read it. What is this? You don't know. But within this random letter, there should be words that are cohesive. For example, up here, culture. Okay, so what I want you to do now is to find these random words and then match it with the clue that I gave you on this side. Again, culture. And then you find what is the closest thing to culture within all of these clues. Let me check. So probably culture would go with maybe this one. You get the idea how to do them, so you need to combine these two. So, if you do find the words, right, before you fill it in your worksheet, on the last one here, right here, I want you to get on the board and then, with a board marker, make a line out of it, okay? So I want you to interact with the board. So far, students, is it understandable? Yes? Alright, so I'll give everyone the chance to find the word and then mark it on the board. Alright? Yeah. Alright, students, know that you found all the word. That was great anyway. We've done such a great job, all of us. Please give applause to all of us. Alright, so we found all the words that we needed to finish this word search game. Up next, what we're going to do, what I'm going to do actually, I want to ask one of you to explain the words that we've just found so far. Okay? So I want a volunteer to go up here and then re-explain the word that we found. Okay? Any volunteer, anyone? Something like that. Alright, that was such a clear and good explanation. I really like the way that you explained it. I think it's very clear. I think it's very nice. Everyone, please give applause to Rina. Alright, Rina, that was such a great explanation. Thank you for your participation. Alright, students. I believe you filled the last table as well. Okay, you may give this back to me now. We've done with our worksheet for today. Now, student, we've learned so much today. We've learned a lot about Aceh, about culture, and then disaster mitigation as well, right? Now, before we end our class, maybe, just maybe, there's anyone who wants to summarize what we've learned so far. Alright, maybe you want to summarize. Okay, Rina, that was such a perfect summary. You've done a very good job. It was very well structured. Everyone, again, please give applause to Rina. Alright, Rina, that was such a great explanation, but maybe I will add something from myself. So, what we've learned so far is that local wisdom or local culture is actually a solution as well to our problem. Our ancestors had lived in the way that we do today, hundreds of years before us. So they know what to do when it comes to disaster. They lived before us. So that's why it is very important to not neglect our culture, and that instead of forgetting it, we improve upon it. And now that we have technology, we integrate technology and our culture together to make an even better solution for our problems. Okay? Is it understandable, students? Okay, alright, that's perfect. Maybe one more thing. Students, what do you feel about our learning process? You feel happy? You feel sad? You feel, what is it? You feel happy? Alright, that's great. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I really mean it. I'm happy when you guys happy. To me, teaching and then you guys like it, that's pretty much everything in the world. Okay? So students, I think we've done everything that we need to do today. All of you did a great job, and I can't wait to teach all of you again. I really enjoyed this learning process. Maybe I'll end it here. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.